The 2018 SDG Investment Fair in Accra has outlined a number of policies that must be adopted by the government to achieve the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. These include designing an attractive private sector investment vehicle towards the implementation of the SDGs and ensure financial returns for investors.
Experts say developing countries are facing about $2.5 trillion financing gap towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. The SDG Investment Fair has therefore been put in place to explore all avenues to scale up financing for the SDGs by connecting private capital with private and public initiatives in the sustainable development space. They are of the view that the SDGs investments are a new generation of impact and social investment strategies designed to attract private investments towards the SDGs while ensuring financial returns for investors. The platform is therefore a gathering of Ghanaian and African SDG-related businesses with investors to explore opportunities for private sector collaboration in government projects.
We hereby affirm that the Sustainable Development Goals require an increased support of the private sector in solving some of the most urgent problems we face. Both company and institutional investors are required to contribute to the SDGs by making changes to their business operations. Note that education has a catalytic impact on human well-being and thus the sustainability of our environment. We therefore agree that a fundamental change is required in the manner in which we think about education. On Ghana's natural resources, we note that sustainable use of natural resources are the backbone of every economy. In using resources and transforming them, capital stocks are built up which add to the wealth and present and the future generations. We therefore commit to support government policies that aim at sustaining our natural resources and environment.
The Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, who received the recommendations, said government will continue to work closely with the private sector to roll in policies that will achieve the SDGs by 2030.
A critical component of the Addis Ababa action agenda is the emphasis placed on the importance of private sector in the financing of the SDGs. For us, we talk about a Ghana Beyond Aid. Ghana Beyond Aid, of course, is very consistent for us in terms of meeting the Sustainable Development Goal. It also directs us to look for more trade and more investment, to mobilize more domestic resources, and so on, to make sure that there is inclusive development, so that you can bring everybody in to share in the fruits of economic growth.
Some of the recommendations made at the end of the fair were that government must have in place a policy to ensure institutions purchase made in Ghana products. Also, agricultural policies must focus on women and the vulnerable in society to move them out of poverty.